Welcome to Prescribing Lifestyle, the podcast that's all about empowering you to live your healthiest, happiest life. I'm your host, Dr. Avi Charlton, and each week we'll dive into the latest research, practical tips, and inspiring stories to help you optimize your well-being. From nutrition and fitness to mental health and mindfulness, we'll explore every aspect of lifestyle medicine, giving you the tools you need to make informed decisions and take control of your health. Whether you're looking into preventing disease, managing chronic conditions, or simply elevate your quality of life, Prescribing Lifestyle is here to guide you on your journey to wellness. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to embark on this transformative adventure towards a healthier, happier you. Let's dive in. Hello, welcome to another episode of Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast. Today is the new year, 2025. Welcome to the new year. And I am back at work. I've had a bit of a break from the Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast recording from middle of December last year. And it's now 19th of January, 2025. And I'm so delighted that I'm back recording on this podcast, Prescribing Lifestyle. First of all, I've had a holiday. I went overseas with my boys and my mum to Singapore and Hong Kong. And I'm going to reserve it till later in this episode to talk about how my holiday went. But first of all, I want to talk to you about a couple of exciting announcements that I have done and I have achieved in 2024. So I am now got myself into Insight Timer. If you don't know what Insight Timer is, it is a platform where lots of professionals have recorded mindfulness, meditation, breathwork, motivational tracks on audio on an app called Insight Timer. This app is totally free. There is a subscription that you can do on the Insight Timer app, and I have got myself as a teacher on Insight Timer. I've got my 10 days Breathe Together with Me breathwork tracks, and each of these breathworks are less than 10 minutes in duration. So you're most welcome to check me out on Insight Timer. You can download the app for free, and you can listen to my guided breathwork exercises for 10 days. Each of these tracks are less than 10 minutes. So you can spend 5 minutes, 7 minutes each day, and you can have a brand new breathwork a habit, if you can do that. And to tell you what I normally do is I wake up first thing in the morning and I would do my coffee, my black coffee with a teaspoon of cream, and then I would do my breathwork routine. My breathwork routine ranges from 10 minutes a day to 30 minutes on weekends. It used to be just 5 minutes every day, but I built it up to 10 minutes first thing in the morning after my coffee. So if you're keen to do that, you can download the Insight Timer app and you can listen to me or any of those wonderful teachers on the app and try and build up a breathwork routine. Or it doesn't have to be breathwork, it can be mindfulness, it can be meditation, you could just put on music, and it's a wonderful habit to build up. So check out me on Insight Timer. The next thing I want to share with you is I have been featured on a platform called XQsless. This platform is built by a connection that I've developed, Laura Jindek. Laura is going to be featured on my podcast on Wednesday, so stay tuned on my Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. I will interview Laura Jindek on my Prescribing Lifestyle podcast, and she will tell you about XQsless Tribe. How do you spell XQsless? Is XQ-SLESS. It is a platform on the school platform, which she has collaborated with lots and lots of health practitioners So you can find the XQsless tribe on the school platform, and every day she puts out these less than 7-minute videos featuring these health practitioners, which I am one of them. The platform is $5 US dollars a month. You can try it out for free, and you can choose one of these 10 health rooms. There's food and nutrition, there's spirituality and mindset, there's women's health, there's men's health. There's lots and lots of 10 health rooms in total. There's business health, there's money health. I can't remember all the 10 rooms. But you can check out, and I'll put the links in the show notes, and you can check out Laura Jindek from OmniRice. And I'm so delighted that she has picked a lot of my videos in this platform. And because I support her and she supports me, and that's why I'm announcing this feature of this platform. And you're most welcome to try her out. And you can check out all these motivational videos that she's put upon on her platform. So I'm going to talk about my holiday, my school holiday, that I have traveled to Asia. So some of you know that I've got two boys. They are 13 and 16. And I really wanted to go overseas because we haven't been for a while. So I've decided that we're going to go to Singapore and Hong Kong. And I thought if I don't take my boys overseas, they're not going to travel with me much because they're going to be grown-ups and they're going to stay at home, or they're not going to come with me traveling overseas. So I took them to Singapore and Hong Kong while they're still interested. I wanted them to experience culture and Asia. And I'm just going to share with you a few reflections of what my holiday has been like. To my disappointment, my boys haven't been very experimental with food. I think that's because I have mainly kept them at home, and I like to cook my meals at home, and I just cook the same thing over and over again, and I haven't tried many Asian foods. I do cook Chinese food, maybe some stir-fry chicken, stir-fry minced beef, minced pork, maybe once a week, maybe some fried rice, but I don't try out lots of other Asian foods, and I haven't taken them to many Chinese restaurants. So when I took them to Hong Kong and Singapore, they haven't been very experimental with my Chinese culture. And of course, they haven't shared the same memories that I have when I grew up in Hong Kong. So that was just a little bit of a reflection of what they've been like. But they enjoyed the trip, and they were happy to try out different things when things weren't available. But they certainly like their Western foods much more than my Chinese food. So that's something to share about a reflection of the holidays. The next thing I want to share is nostalgia and food. I might have shared with you that I grew up in Hong Kong and I came to Australia when I was 18. So I certainly spent most of my childhood in Hong Kong. I spent 18 years in Hong Kong, but I've spent more than 30 years in Australia. But I still love my Asian taste buds, and I love having Asian food. And I've realized that a lot of it is childhood memory. So childhood has so much influence, and having spent much more time in Australia than I have in Hong Kong, still I have kept my Asian heritage and Asian taste buds. And a lot of the foods that I've had as a child, like there's street foods, for example, curry fish balls that I used to get at school, at my school in Hong Kong. And then there's egglets, there's rice rolls that I had as a child. All this nostalgia. Actually, the food that I went back to Hong Kong this time, I got some of the same foods, even though they weren't low carb. I just thought I'll just have it because I really wanted to relive the memory. However, the food didn't taste as nice as it was back when I was a child. So then I realized that the food that I've had as a child is related to a lot of the memories because I remembered it and the food and the going to school in Hong Kong when I was a child, maybe attached to some friendship that I've had in school, in primary school and in secondary school in Hong Kong. They are all intertwined to the food memories. So I just want you to remember that some of the food cravings that we've had, it may just be that we've had some memories with it. And it may be grandma served you with love, with some cakes or some biscuits, that maybe the memory of the biscuits are intertwined with childhood memories, that it may be all different right now. So if you're having cravings of some sweet biscuits, maybe it's just the sweet memory that you've had that you actually aren't really craving for the food. Maybe you're just trying to remember some memories that you've had with grandma. And I certainly remembered what experience I've had in my childhood when I was going to school in Hong Kong. So a lot of comfort food that I've had in Hong Kong just reminded me of a lot of childhood experiences. The next thing I want to talk about is hot weather and sugary drinks. I took my boys to Singapore, and Singapore was hot and sticky and humid. And I noticed lots of cold, sugary drinks for sale everywhere. And I was certainly craving for in the hot weather, I was craving for cold, iced, sugary drinks. There's juice everywhere, there's bubble teas everywhere, there's cold iced coconut water drinks everywhere. And this really just alarmed me that maybe this can affect the metabolic health of those Asians in the hot, humid weather. So I hope they can wake up to realize this hot, sugary, not hot, this cold ice, sugary drinks, if they have it nonstop, it can affect their metabolic health. So hopefully they can realize that. Another reflection that I've had is you can see bubble teas everywhere, much more than it used to when I was a child. This is a new thing, this bubble tea with some tapioca flour balls that you suck and you eat. And my kids certainly love the bubble tea. And I'm just worried again about the metabolic health of young people who drinks sugary drinks nonstop, and they might have more drinks and drinking sugar and having these snacks in between meals with high calorie bubble balls that are in their sugar drinks. Yes, so I'm just a bit worried about their metabolic health, and that might affect the whole society because Asians, we don't show up fat on the outside, and we are actually can be quite metabolically unhealthy on the inside and not really showing up as fat. The other reflection I have is the markets in Hong Kong. They have they have meat hanging up, they have um, veggies and fruit. There's no packaging. They're actually the old-fashioned fresh seafood, fresh meat, fresh beef and pork that just hang up in the markets. That is real food. So hopefully more and more people still cook their own meals. And if you go to the markets and buy your own fresh meat, fresh seafood, or the fish just hanging around in the markets, that is actually amazing real food. But there are supermarkets in Hong Kong that they sell packaged food, packaged seafood, and more people are not cooking in Hong Kong. There's fresh not fresh, may not be fresh. There's cooked kitchens and restaurants everywhere in Hong Kong. There's fresh food that's cooked all the time, and a lot of people eat out all the time, maybe snacks and maybe meals that they eat out all the time. So again, I worry about their metabolic health, but certainly if they stick to the markets with real ingredients, not much packaging, that'll be to their advantage. So I certainly had a fantastic holiday going back to my hometown in Hong Kong, and I explored Singapore with lots and lots of walking. I haven't put on any weight. My holiday idea is I didn't really stick to very, very strict low carb. I did eat some low carb meals with no rice, no noodles, but some meals I still had I had a little bit of sugary drinks, I had a little bit of rice, a little bit of noodles because I was trying to enjoy myself and not be too harsh on myself. So you can do that on your holidays as long as it's not a slippery slope and you can get back to your low carb routine when you come back on holidays. So I certainly came back to Australia, Melbourne, and I'm back to my low carb routine. I actually felt much better, and I'm back to intermittent fasting. I normally do a 16-8. On Thursday, I decided to do a 24-hour fast, and today I'm doing a 24-hour fast again. I decided to pop a continuous glucose meter and a continuous ketone meter on each arm because I still had some freebies given by CBO. I'll put the link on my show notes. You can actually get a CBO continuous ketone meter with my discount code, and you're most welcome to order it from this link, and I'll put it on my show notes. So today, it's now 3:42 p.m. I last ate yesterday dinner, and I'm so delighted that my ketones have climbed up to 2.1, 2.2, maybe just 10, 20 minutes ago. And my glucose is now 3.4. So I'm delighted to be monitoring ketones and glucose, and that'll help me with my accountability. I'm hoping to lose 2 kilos of my little bit of belly fat, which I really don't like. And I'm using continuous glucose meter, continuous ketone meter to keep me on track. And maybe I will reflect on this experience. For my previous experience, I did wear CKM and CGM last year. You can check out my previous episode of my Prescribing Lifestyle on my reflection of this experience. So I hope this is a quick update of the 2025 Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. Hope you like this episode. Hope you can be on track with your lifestyle. And if you need help, come and see me in my clinic in Melbourne Low Carb Clinic. Until next time, I will bring back to you lots more health advice on this Prescribing Lifestyle, and I will interview health practitioners and individuals with inspiring journeys. Stay tuned for more episodes. Hope you like this. Thank you for listening. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast. Before we wrap up, I have an exciting news to share. I have a new ebook called Low Carb Made Easy. It's now available. This guide is perfect for anyone looking to dive into the low carb lifestyle. Inside, you'll find the basic theory behind low carb eating, a detailed food list, practical meal plan, and a variety of delicious recipes. It's designed to make a journey to better health easier, simpler, and enjoyable. For those who prefer a hard copy, head over to my website and register your interest using the link provided. My website is www.mlcclinic.com.au. Head to online store. Remember the information shared in this podcast It's for educational purposes only and not proper medical advice. Always consult your medical professional before making any changes to your lifestyle and diet, or you can come and see me in Melbourne Low Carb Clinic. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with us on social media. Your feedback will help us improve and reach more listeners. Lastly, if you found this episode helpful, please share it with your friends and family. Together, we can make a positive impact to our health and our communities. Thanks again for listening, and as always, stay healthy and happy. Until next time.